Battle through the heavens, grand world. Chapter 116. He left. Alchemists are divided into grades, and each grade is divided into 7 stars. According to the strength of the medicine pill refined, the alchemist's grade could be clearly determined. A Tier 1 alchemist was called an apothecary, and a Tier 2 alchemist was called an alchemist. A Tier 3 alchemist would be called a spirit alchemist, and a Tier 4 alchemist would be called alchemist Wang. A alien realm soul alchemist could at least concoct a Tier 4 medicine pill. Therefore, Xiaoyan could now be called a 4th grade alchemist Wang. As for what star grade a Tier 4 alchemist could refine, one would need to personally refine a medicine pill to estimate. Starting from the alien realm soul, every step forward was extremely difficult. For example, Ji Yun, although he was also an alien realm soul, he had reached the peak of the late alien realm, which was many times stronger than Xiaoyan's early alien realm soul. The alien realm soul could be roughly divided into early and middle alien realm soul. There were 3 stages in the late stage, and each stage could be divided into 7 small steps. With different stars, the medicine pill concocted by a high-star alchemist would naturally be stronger than a low-star alchemist. This was the iron law of the pill realm, hence, without a powerful trump card, it was impossible for a low-level alchemist to achieve good results in the pill competition. In a secret chamber in the Flame Spirit Gang of Black Region, Xiaoyan looked at the medicine pill that he had just successfully refined in his hand. He couldn't help but fall into deep thought. His current soul, it should be stronger than a native alchemist of a great world with the same level of soul power. He should be able to concoct the same medicine pill. He would definitely be stronger, but with his current condition. According to Ji Yun, the medicine pill he could refine within 4 hours was at most at the early stage of the 4th stage. According to the alchemist's level, he would be at the level of a 4-star grade 2 alchemist Wang. It's still because my own strength is too weak, and I can't provide enough origin monarch key to refine pills. If I was at the emperor level now, I reckon I would be able to refine at least a 5-star medicine pill. Putting away the medicine pills in his hands, Xiaoyan lightly sighed and slightly clenched his hands. 2 different colored flames suddenly emerged and soared vigorously. The 2 monarch flames that had been nourished by the key source soul had already completely recovered their former abilities. They became vigorous and lively once again. The space where the flames passed by rippled and revealed a powerful might. In order to become the champion, I must use the power of the monarch flame. Xiaoyan pursed his lips. There would definitely be many powerful people in the pill competition of Spirit Heaven Mansion. With their sharp eyesight, they would most likely recognize the flames that he was holding. At that time, it would be a disaster, but he had no choice but to participate in it. His contradictory mentality caused Xiaoyan to be deeply worried. After pondering for a moment, Xiaoyan looked at the 2 different colored flames dancing in his hand. With a thought, under the precise control of his soul power, the red Chaos Great Monarch Flame and the golden 3000 Lightning Monarch Flame slowly merged together, forming a golden red flame. This is the only way. I hope I can confuse those experts' eyes. Looking at the flame in his hand, Xiaoyan let out a low sigh. This flame contained the aura of the Chaos Great Monarch Flame and the 3000 Lightning Monarch Flames. Under the interference of each other, it should be able to confuse the senses of those who were interested in it. In these 3 days, Xiaoyan had also entrusted the matters of the Flame Spirit Gang to Bai Lufeng and Du Ruoxi. Bai Lufeng's management talent had been fully displayed after he had accepted the position of the Flame Spirit Gang's sect master. With his 6 paths monarch spirit strength, in just 2 days' time, it was enough for him to become the Flame Spirit Gang's leader. The operation of the Flame Spirit Gang had become formal again, and the gangs under his command had become peaceful again. Needless to say, the Black Sect had never caused any trouble in the Lingkong. Du Ruoxi received an invitation from the Alchemist Association the day Xiaoyan returned. When she returned, she couldn't hide the excitement on her face. Clearly, she had passed the Alchemist Guild's examination and became an official alchemist. With this identity, she had unknowingly put on the protection of the Alchemist Guild for the Flame Spirit Gang. The other gangs had more concerns before they acted. The Spirit Sky City's Feng family was the only big family in the Spirit Sky City. Naturally, the building was magnificent. At this moment, in the backyard of the Feng family, Mo Li was standing in a pavilion with a respectful expression. He looked at the white-haired old man who was leaning against the railing not far away. The white-haired old man was wearing a tolerant long robe, leaning lazily against the railing. Looking at the graceful lotus leaves on the surface of the lake, he said slowly after a while, "You don't have to worry. The pill competition of the Spirit Heaven Mansion's new generation is about to be held. In my opinion, Spirit Sky City will not be able to escape its fate this time." At that time, Ji Yun, that old man, would have no choice but to abdicate. Once Ji Yun left, Ji Xiao would have no more backing, and it would be much easier for him to bring Ji Xiao down. After that, the position of City Lord would belong to the Feng family. It will be much easier. When Mo Li heard this, a hint of joy immediately appeared on his face, and he hesitated for a moment before saying, "I heard that Xu Che came to Black Region in the morning to bring Xiao Yan away. I'm afraid he will be invited to the pill competition." The old man smiled disdainfully when he heard that. "Xiao Yan, the little guy who still reeks of milk. I heard that Wei Jun is very interested in that guy. His soul power is not weak, but I think it is also by Qian Fu Zan's level, or perhaps stronger than those two. With this level, how could he possibly have a good result in the pill competition?" Seeing that Mo Li was still hesitating, the old man frowned and said, "Don't worry. The Spirit Sky City has been ranked last for 11 consecutive years. If the alchemists under him can't make it into the top 20, Ji Yun will still have to step down from the stage." Top 20. Mo Li was relieved when he heard that. There were more than 80 teams participating in the competition. There were almost 400 of them. Although there were only 400 of them, all of them were geniuses in every city. It was indeed difficult to make it into the top 20 in Spirit Sky City. "Thank you for your guidance, Patriarch. I will take my leave now." Mo Li quietly left the secret tunnel after leaving the Feng family. The worries in his heart were swept away. The confusion that he had been suppressing in his heart for the past 2 days had been resolved. He felt refreshed and refreshed. Black Region, Spirit Sky City. From now on, this place will belong to my Feng family. 3 days passed by in a flash. On the morning of the 3rd day, Xiao Yan, Bai Lufeng, and Du Ruoxi stood in front of the gang, quietly waiting for the people from the Alchemist Guild to come. "Big brother Xiao Yan, I wonder when we will meet again after you leave." After a few days of management, Bai Lufeng seemed to be a competent leader. He had the demeanor of a high-ranking person. Looking at Xiao Yan, he couldn't help but feel sad. Du Ruoxi, who was standing beside him, also furrowed her brows. She looked at Xiao Yan, reluctant to part with him. "I don't know." Xiao Yan shook his head. The road ahead was long and difficult. He did not dare to make any bold promises. Cree. At this moment, a few loud cries pierced through the sky. It caused everyone to look at the sky. Very quickly, 2 huge spirit beasts landed on the wide ground in front of the Flame Spirit Gang. The leading spirit beast was Ji Yun and 2 guards who had reached the Emperor level. Behind the spirit beasts were Bai Qian and a handsome man. They must be Ji Yun's student, Fu Zan. "Let's go." Ji Yun said indifferently. "Let's go." His voice trembled slightly. This was the Spirit Sky City, and also his last chance. He hoped that he would return with a good mood after 2 months. Xiao Yan and Bai Lufeng cupped their hands together. Under the curious gazes of Bai Qian and Fu Zan, they sat on the back of the lion-feathered vulture. The lion-feathered vulture was a huge spirit beast, and its back could accommodate almost 10 people. The feathers on its back were thick and thick, making it extremely comfortable to sit on it. Its flying speed was also extremely fast, and it was a very ideal flying mount. Ji Yun patted the huge head of the lion-feathered vulture. The latter let out a loud cry, and with a flap of its wings, it soared into the sky. The lion-feathered vulture, which carried Xiao Yan and the other 2, also let out a loud cry, and followed closely behind, causing a wild wind to blow. Looking at the 2 lion-feathered vultures disappearing into the horizon, Bai Lufeng and the other man's minds were filled with countless thoughts. In the end, they both let out a long sigh. When this fellow returned, no one knew what he looked like. Within the Flame Spirit Gang, Lu Wu, who was training with the others, was looking at the lion-feathered vultures disappearing into the horizon. He mumbled to himself, "Big brother Xiao Yan, take care." Chapter end. Hi guys, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.